there! Oh, I didn't expect to see you guys here. No way. Ban Steve, is that right, Skaja? How come? Why would you ever want to ban Steve? He's so cool and funny. Because all the top players said so? And thinking for yourself is whack. Nobody wants to do that. I watched a Larry Lur video on the tech. Is it actually a thing? It is. I don't know if it's hard to do. So I pulled up the tweet. We can look at it together in a second. Because I don't know much about it. I just see everyone being like pretty upset about it. Do you have anything to do with the official tier list that came out a bit ago? No, actually, I'm gonna talk about that too, because what the f even is this? The first thing I feel is upset when I see this. It's not an awful tier list, but like, holy shit. Okay, I'd like to cite some sources, because I'm very interested, because something about 71 top players participating in this survey. I was never contacted. That's a little odd. I know I'm a content creator, but I've never even heard of this happening. And I talked to a lot of top players. No one has even mentioned this. So I'd like to cite some sources. I want to see who actually filled this out. I don't think Little Mac's the second worst character, guys. I'm not gonna try. I'm not even kidding. I actually don't think Little Mac is that bad. But like, can we get some name drops here? Can we talk about it? Oh, here we go. There's the panelists. This dude's garbage. He's from my region. I don't really trust the buzz opinions. I haven't seen an opinion I trust so far. Are there names I don't know? I actually know most of the. I don't know who the f is. I don't know who Candle is. That's the only name that I should have never heard of. Yeah, I don't trust any of these opinions, brother. I thought it also said 71. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting more people. So this is the US. Very interesting. Very all untrustworthy opinions all around. Wouldn't listen to these guys talk about the game. Leo? I don't think Leo knows what he's talking about. This dude plays Byleth. I kid. Surprisingly, I know most of the people. Oh, if we're going in Japan, I don't know a single gamer. And the one Australian. Shout out to Jay Dizzle. So the point is, I trust a single-digit amount of these opinions. And I don't trust this shit. It's kind of where I'm going with this. And this is the tier list, right? This is the problem. Oh, people actually do think Samus is better than Zero Suit. And they'd be right. Yeah, so I haven't watched this. So for those of you who are out of the loop, and for those of you who don't know what's going on, there's currently a ban Steve controversy going on. It's taken over Twitter. It's taken over YouTube. It's taken over a lot of things. And it's a real serious topic that needs discussion because as we all know, Steve's very good. He's very broken. He was literally ranked #1 in the official tier list that came out not too long ago. So he's capable of insane 0 to deaths. His camp game is ridiculously good. And he doesn't really follow the same rules that any other Smash character does. So it's hard to talk about. You come to my channel, you watch my video without subscribing, you better sub right now or else your whole family's kaput. You feel me? Everyone's always talking about banning Steve, but this time they actually have like a real thing. So I'm gonna read this out loud. Have you seen the Steve hit stun canceling clips floating around? Hit stun canceling. You know what hit stun is? That's when you get hit. You can just cancel that, whatever. Sorry to burst your bubble. Introducing Phantom MLGs. I don't like the name of the tech. A variation of Steve's hit stun canceling tech. What does MLG even stand for? Don't say Major League Gaming. Phantom block area. What even? Oh wait, it only works when you don't get sent into tumble? So the problem is that it works against multi-hits too. Yeah, multi-hits, single hits, all of it just doesn't. Dude, I watched him air dodge. What in the world? I've watched this dude air dodge out of like Game & Watch Nair. That's crazy. I hate this. So now after this video, people are like, okay, do we actually ban Steve? I'm like, how easy is this tech to get? Like, do you have to go for this intentionally? Can you just react and just start doing it? Like, how applicable is this tech is kind of the first question that comes to mind. HBox was able to do it? Oh, f***. Yeah, that's quite the bar, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. It's one thing to like know how to do it, but like, are you fishing for this shit? Are you getting hit on purpose like a bot? I think I draw the line as if like I f***ing forward throw this dude and he just decides no, and he's gonna minecart me. That's where I draw the line. But it doesn't seem to interact with throws like that, which is nice. They could just name tech whatever they want, dude. They're gonna start doing like the doo-doo slide stock cancel, and that's when we're gonna have to finally ban him. Top players, before you call out Steve or the tech to be banned, please make sure you understand it. I don't want to understand what I'm talking about. I just want to get angry. Why do I have to understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, report. Oh, actually, perfect. I'll just report that. I need to answer questions. Who's this report for? Everyone on Twitter. This is for the greater good, boys. This, my goodness. This is fucking broken. Hey, to be fair, you're narrow. I think every top player has seen this. This has 3 million views. That's more than like any HBox video. You know what we should watch? Just to ruin our days a little bit more. Has this ever happened again, or was this one time? They haven't replayed. Damn, this is a 10-minute set. He got farmed. So do we like actually feel bad if we ban the tech? Surely not, right? Majority of the Steve players are young kids in high school who have yet to like fully lock themselves into being like Smash players. If we can stop that from happening, that's the good ending. When do we draw the line too? Like, at what point do we decide that the Steve tech is like too much? Banning Steve, but to advance greater education as a whole, nothing to do with health of the game. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very important that we do that. Like, we're thinking of the future generation, the kids. It's very important. They already banned Steve in your region? Wait, in my region they banned it? Wait. You do go into tumble when Byleth up Bs you. Imagine Leo up B Steve. No way, he's dead. Oh my god. Imagine Leo up B's a Steve player and he dies for it. That's what I want to see. Can you do it after Nair? I can't tell when Steve is in hit stun. That's the worst part. I don't know visually when Steve is in a hit stun or not. So that's another one of those moments. Wait, so like Byleth's landing Nair stuff won't work because that... No, it will. It doesn't always send into hit stun. Oh, but when it do. It's a little broken, dude. So it's not the same, you know? Like Greninja side being out of your moves in Smash 4 was like pretty broken. But it was on Greninja, so no one really cared. So like you can't even like bait this stuff is kind of how I'm feeling about it. Like... You've already committed to a move most of the time, so like you'd kind of just get punished. Like you could try to like fast fall out if you're hitting him like pretty high up, but like if you're doing combo starters from the ground, he could just be like no. And then again, there's like if he can do if he can do this out of boost kick, Zerasu loses the matchup. Or I'm playing for time. I will play shamelessly for time if my boost kick doesn't work anymore. I think what sucks too is it's gonna be a while before people know, like before Steve players know how to like use it efficiently. Cause like for example, what I'm thinking about doing right now is like I'll Zare at, oh god, that was foul. I will Zare Steve as Zerasu, not go for the combo and just like wait for like the minecart or something because they're all bots and they're going to minecart out of whatever you hit them with because that's how they work as human beings. Wait, it works against Kazuya's Wind God Fist? Oh dear. Why? Why is it like that? Nice down tilt, you bum. You're dead? I think what frustrates a lot of players about Ultimate's meta is the skewed risk versus reward. Part of what's frustrating about playing against Steve is that he can just walk at you with up tilt and it's like mostly safe. He can just walk at you with jab and then walk backwards and it's like usually safe. Minecart is so hard to punish. Juggling him is so risky because like the existence of down air and being able to place blocks to refresh his resources and stuff. So like, it's not a balanced risk versus reward. And like, that's the same thing with Kazuya, right? Now Steve is adding more layers of bull where like the few neutral interactions that you are managed to like squeeze out against Steve, it's going to be so much more like meaningless because you don't get your full combo or like your multi-hit just won't work. You know what I mean? So that's why people are like, we should ban Steve. This is ridiculous. It's already hard to hit this character as is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel any sympathy for banning Steve. I don't care that Steve players have been working for the last like 2 years to unveil all this broken. You shouldn't have showed anybody. You played that very poorly, Steve players. You should have kept that tech to your little Discord or something. You should not be telling people about your game-breaking tech on your broken character because people are gonna start banning you. Like, talking about banning Steve has always been a thing, and then you decided to like do that. In like, why did you tweet that? Why did you think that was a good idea? I love talking to like other fighting game players about the Smash scene. I don't get to talk to adults in the Smash scene. I really don't. It's crazy. You're the old man at the Smash tournament, which is crazy because I'm 24. I will never forget. I went to the Gimvitational and they did Boomers versus Zoomers, and I was on Team Boomers. I was on Team Boomers. I'm 24. I was on the same team as Larry. How old is Larry Lurr? 32! What the fuck? I think Smash players definitely lean like perfectionist, and like when they lose their like -2s, they feel bad about it. I've talked to like Guilty Gear Strive players after they play like their character's worst matchup, and they're like, yeah, that happens. That doesn't happen with Smash Bros. They cry and they yell and they tweet about things. What do you think? Should we ban Steve? Is this just too preposterous? You gotta let me know. You gotta tell me. We need your opinion.